Hello everyone, this is Andrew here, and I'm proud to present the Crimson Dynamo from the Iron Man 2 3 3/4 inch action figure line. As you can see, the packaging is completely different from the first Iron Man movie toys, as are the toys themselves. They are now 3 3/4 inches in size. Let's take a closer look at the packaging here. You have the Iron Man 2 logo on the top, along with comic series below it. The Crimson Dynamo is part of the first wave of this toy line. There he is, along with his accessory and some other things included in him, which we'll get to later. I really like the new packaging on this toy line. It looks so much better than the original. Here's the back of the packaging, the main picture being the toy that is in the package, and the other smaller pictures are other Iron Man figures available in the line. And it comes with a brief description of the abilities that the Crimson Dynamo has, as well as who created it.
Crimson Dynamo, created by Russian scientist Anton Vanko to perform miracles of electrical control. The Crimson Dynamo was every bit as powerful as Iron Man. Manipulated by his Soviet masters, Vanko very nearly destroyed the American hero before he realized his mistake and committed himself to cause of freedom. Yes, comrade.
And here he is, out of his plastic prison, the Crimson Dynamo. It's very shiny, very dark red, very cool looking. Here's a close-up view of him right here. Very shiny, very metal-like. Very bulky, brawny figure who likes to fall backwards for some reason. There's the back of him there. Side view. And front again. Here's a nice close-up shot of his face here. If this guy were for real, I would definitely not want to meet him in a dark alley, that's for sure. Accessories included with the Crimson Dynamo are a snap-on energy blast piece, which goes over the helmet. Also included is a very interesting looking display stand, and 3 Iron Man cards, which are basically technical schematics of the figure. And here is how the cards look assembled on the stand. Now, it actually does look pretty good. Mine has a little bit of a bend to them, but overall, I like the way it turned out. It does have somewhat of a 3D feel to it, although it's not all that 3D. But when you move it around, you get to see how the different layers have an effect on different angles. The energy blast piece is basically a translucent piece of purple rubbery plastic, which is very flexible. It has a ring at one end of it. You take Mr. Crimson Dynamo here, take purple piece, slip it over his head, and you have the effect of him shooting his energy blast from his face. I'm gonna get you. I'm a lighthouse. Articulation. Overall, very good. Not quite as good as Stealth Operations Iron Man, for example, but still good nonetheless. His head can move all the way around, 360 degrees. He cannot look up or down. His arms are a little bit limited because of this ridge round thing here, which is part of the design. But unfortunately, he can't put his arms quite to the sides as Stealth Operations Iron Man could, for example. But he does have the same full range of movement all the way around, all the way out, twists at the shoulder. He has very nice elbow articulation. You can make it look like he broke his arm. You can go about that far, bending his elbow, which again is kind of limited. I'm not sure exactly why, but it is. He can rotate at the ball joint on the elbow all the way around. And he can also rotate at the wrist. As for waist articulation, he has none. All of it is located at the abdomen area. So he is able to do crunches, and he can go a little bit to the left and right. Although again, because he's kind of bulky, he's kind of limited in that respect. Legs, I kind of have an issue with because I'm not a big fan of these ball joints right here. They do work very well, but the problem is you kind of have to fiddle with them to get them to go the direction you want them to. But otherwise, they're very, very good. He can go all the way forward. He can go back that far, which isn't that much, but his butt plate gets in the way. His knees, on the other hand, are very good. He's got double joints. And he can go there, and he can go all the way up that far. He can twist at the hip ball joint all the way around, and he can twist all the way around at the ankle, and he has some up and down movement. So overall, he's really not that bad in articulation. And as you can see in the size comparison here, he goes really well with other 3 3/4 inch action figures. As a comparison, in the back there is the first Iron Man movie Mark III action figure, which is in 6-inch scale. What do I think of the Crimson Dynamo? I really do like him a lot. Even though his articulation is hampered compared to the Stealth Operations Iron Man suit, he really is a nice figure. The heads don't seem to go up and down very well on any of them, at least not on the ones that I have. If that's a big issue to you, that's more of a personal thing, I suppose, but everything else seems to work fine. He does have a tendency to fall backwards for some reason. It's a good thing that these things come with stands. You can get him to stay even without the stand, but it takes a little bit more work than the Stealth Operations Iron Man, for example. There's so much good in these figures, it far outweighs the negatives. Like I said, they're extremely well detailed, they're very articulate, I think they're just the right size. They go great with the 6-inch scale Ironmonger from the first movie. I definitely do recommend these, and I am having a whole lot more fun with these than the last movie toy line with certain blue characters that I won't mention by name. Hint, hint. Thanks for watching. This is Andrew. See you guys next time. Later.